I'm going to show you how to create the CRUX dashboard report we talked about in our NitroPack review article. There's two ways to do it. So one, this is like the quick and easy way. This guy, Rick Viscomi, has created this tool that will create the report in one hit. And I'll link you to that in our article and at the bottom of this video if you're watching on YouTube, because it's kind of a funny GitHub link. But basically go to this link and just type in your web address. So when you type in the web address, it needs to be the primary host name or primary web address of the website. If you type in, HTTP or something different, it won't work. So it has to match exactly what the site is. So I'll just do ours. HTTPS www.wpspeedfix.com. Just do that, copy paste it, whatever you want to do, and then just press enter, and it will take 10 seconds and it will build that Google Data Studio report. So that's one way to do it. So this report will auto update on the second Tuesday of each month. You'll see at the bottom here it says that new data sets are released on the second Tuesday of each month. With this tool, with this method of creating the reports, you won't be able to edit the report much or share it. I think you can share it, but you can't embed it. So it's a little bit limited because it's building it off that API. If you want to build the report the long way and have the ability to share it and mess around with it and change the title and stuff, use this link here, g.co/Chrome UX dash. So if I do that, there's a couple of steps to doing it. It's pretty straightforward. Like if you're doing this for clients, you probably want to use this longer methodology because it allows you to rename the report, allows you to share it, but it'll bring up a screen like this. So again, just type in the web address, same thing, has to match exactly. You also need to have enough traffic. So if you don't have enough traffic to the site, this won't work. So for a brand new website, brand new domain, you're not going to have any data. So it's pointless. And if you've just recently switched the host name, that might be problematic as well. It might not have enough data for that particular host name. You can also do this if you want to. If you click this button here, it'll allow you to edit this report, so you can change the URL in the report. But for this just short video, so I'll do that, and then I hit the connect, and that will bring me to another step that allows me to edit some of the report parameters. Just wait for this to catch up. I don't really care about any of this stuff here, so I'm just going to go create report. But if you do care about it, you can mess around with it. So create report, and then it will do essentially the same thing. It creates the same report, but I have a bit more control over it. So I'm able to do more edits. I can change the name of the report here. If I click the edit button, I can change the name there. So, WP Speed Fix report, whatever. I can also share it. I can do all sorts of stuff with sharing it with clients. You can also set this up to be emailed. Somewhere here there's an option to email it on a regular basis, so you can do all sorts of stuff. I can't remember where it is, but you can figure it out. There's a bunch of tabs here in the report, just a quick walkthrough. So this is like the overview with the 3 key Core Web Vitals metrics. You can also choose the date here, so long as there's enough data, you can choose the date, or you have enough traffic. So if you don't have enough traffic, if you're borderline, it might skip a month. So if you're missing months in here or dates in here, it's because you didn't have enough traffic. You can also select by device, so you can have phone or desktop, like that. What else? And you can see the different metrics, the Web Vitals metrics as well here in the sidebar. Some of the other metrics we care about actually are time to first byte, so we want that looking good. So we want this green as under half a second, so that's important. Because that's going to reflect how responsive the user feels the website is. And you can see here month on month. So I'm running this in December 2021. So you can see I've got data for last month. FCP time is also important. That's how quickly the site starts to load. So we want this green is under 1.8 seconds. So this is really important. The visitor wants to feel like the site is loading quickly. So if this is poor, they'll be staring at a blank screen for some time. So even though it's not a Core Web Vital metric, it is an important metric for basically the feel of the site speed there. And you can see here, we actually developed some new optimizations to improve this. So earlier in this year, our FCP time wasn't that good because we didn't have these optimizations we created. And we do have an article on optimizing FCP time where we talk about that as well if you're looking to DIY. This onload here is the more traditional load time metric. It's probably not that important anymore in a Core Web Vitals world, but if that matters to you, it's that there. And you can also see the breakdown of devices that are hitting the site. I'll just change this to both because we're filtering it. So you can see there that This has actually gone up. It used to only be 10%, but 28, 25, 30% of our visitors are on a mobile device, which I think last year it was only floating around 10 or 11%, so that's interesting. You can also run this report for competitors. So if you have competitors you want to keep an eye on and see what they're doing, you can actually get some of this data, or you can get all of this data on them. You can run this on any website so long as it has enough traffic. That's pretty much it. I think that's self-explanatory. So updates, second Tuesday of the month, thereabouts. Sometimes it's a little bit late, and you can create as many of these as you want. I think that's pretty much it. I'll leave you to it. So this, we would strongly recommend running this report or setting up this report and watching it on an ongoing basis if you do want to try NitroPack. So set up the report first, get a snapshot of where you are today, and then try NitroPack if you're kind of on the fence. Anyway, leave you to it. I hope you found this valuable.